I've got about 15 minutes left out of an hour. And I don't know how far we want to go. I got some more stuff to go. I've got at least one more thing we need to hit on, but does anybody have any questions? We can take some questions here before we go any further. Yes?
This is a really stupid question. So I just decided for a client, and I did, somewhat, you suggested, but, and then my thing is like, does Google just find it now? Are you submitting it to Google?
Okay, you can submit it. Google will find you eventually anyway. Google and Yahoo and Bing, all three, are out there bouncing around all the time. They're going to find you anyway, okay? But you can speed up the process. However, do not make the mistake of submitting it to Google prior to making sure that you've got it optimized. And here's why. It takes forever to get it back. The page that I set up and Google indexed me for lunatics in asylum, I'm still trying to get it to index me for something else. So make sure that you've got it set up. Make sure that you know what you want Google to index you for, and then go in and submit it. You can go to Google, use our webmaster tools. You can include a verification tag on the site. You can use Google Analytics. You can submit it. Google does want you to submit them a sitemap. There is sitemap software out there that you can get and use. I'm on point to one in a few minutes on WordPress that you can use to get your sitemap delivered to Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and WordPress automatically for you. If you're building a regular HTML site, then you probably want to use, there's a really cool tool out there. It's very inexpensive. It's called Sitemap Generator, and it's a small JavaScript that you load on the page. It pops up a screen, and you fill in the blanks. It goes in and creates your sitemap for you, gives you the URL. You copy and paste it on Google, and boom, you're ready to go. You've given Google the information that they want. Remember, you have to spoon feed Google.
What was that a website?
Do a search for SEO Generator.
What is for example, we had a site that the client set up their hosting, and then they went and they installed a copy of Joomla on the hosting account from, how they have those things like with WordPress and Joomla where you can just click a little link and it automatically goes and installs the base copy of the software for you.
Correct.
Yeah, and they installed it with all the sample data, and then they did that several months before their site went live. So they wound up with all the Joomla sample data indexed in Google. And so we launched the site, and I got an email from their SEO guy today saying, you need to remove all these links from the site. And I say, well, they're not on the site. They're just on Google. So, how long does that take to remove?
It can take anywhere from 6 months to a year.
And do things like
overnight. And the other thing you need to do too, a lot of you are going to be called on to update sites, just as you do. If you've got a site that is already indexed by Google, and you've got pages that show up 1, 2, 3, even if they show up third on the third page, make sure that you do a redirect. Make sure that you rename those pages. Use the same links that Google has already linked. And you can do that by simply doing a redirect. And then it'll point, and that way Google already has it. Google doesn't have to go in and look at it and say, hey, this guy's blown out his site. But it's not something that, see, that's the thing. Too many people, because of the way the industry has progressed, too many people first want to go out and build a website and then go do the optimization. That's backwards. It's backwards. If you want to get noticed by Google, do your optimization first. Then go and build your site and build a site around the optimization. You're going to mess up. Now, you can be there for a long time and don't do anything. I've got a friend that I built the website for.